Hey guys, hope you're all having an amazing start of the week. So Saturday's video gained quite a bit of viewers. Ken Griffin, in his confident sense of security and a misplaced sense of self-righteousness, pretty much went public and disclosed how Citadel manipulates and price fixes the value of securities according to what he himself thinks is fair, not what the demand and supply of the billions of participants in the markets around the globe do. So keep in mind that 1 out of every 5 trade orders actually runs through Citadel, according to like the last report that I saw. Them being market makers, of course, they have that ability to do that. Like I said in my last video, I came across some really interesting information while searching up Citadel, and I came across more evidence where Ken Griffin, either because he lacks total self-awareness or because he knows nothing can actually ever happen to him from a legal standpoint, actually discloses more information in regards to the ominous behavior that he employs at Citadel. And I mean, don't take my word for it, just take a look for yourself.
Simple soundbite. In the retail market, one of the most important concerns that retail investors have is how is their order handled? And in particular, there's an entire body of law that says a firm that manages the execution.
Came across my own comment section from the video on Saturday, as well as going over, different subs on Reddit, whether it was Wall Street Bets, the investing one, stocks, a whole bunch of them, and also FinTweet. FinTweet was crazy. I came across tens of thousands of comments of baffled investors. A lot of them seem to be kind of baffled at the fact that he was so openly direct about it, right? So like for months, years now, we've all been sort of like speculating, and we've known, at the core that, the whole system's corrupt, that Citadel employs a whole bunch of manipulation tactics. But to see him actually, like, I don't want to say he was bragging about it, but like, bragging about it. He was pretty much just saying it out loud, with like no sense of like trying to hide it. He wasn't trying to like he didn't seem like he was hesitant about any sort of repercussion that action might have. And witnessing that was kind of crazy for like a lot of people. I saw many of them sort of ask and even tag the SEC and the Justice Department to like quit watching Pornhub and start doing your jobs and launching an investigation into the insidious market maker. But little do they know that the powers that be at the SEC will hardly dare to do anything meaningful to Citadel, given the fact that they themselves are the byproduct of a cancerous symptom of revolving doors that allows individuals and private firms to jump in important roles within the SEC itself. So for those of you that might have missed some of my best DD videos that I made years ago, my due diligence ones where I went over the SEC in great detail, the phenomenon of revolving doors is a very controversial one in the financial sector, because the SEC is meant to regulate and enforce laws concerning public companies, with one of its missions being protecting investors, maintaining fair and orderly and efficient markets, and facilitating capital formation. But when employees leave the agency, they typically find cozy, welcoming, and attractive offers from the very corporations that the SEC regulates, and then they go to work for them, for those companies, against the SEC's regulatory activities, sharing years of experience and wisdom on how to circumvent the law, use loopholes, and manipulate the way decisions are made so as to make it harder or impossible for the SEC to detect them. What's even more sickening is that you also get members from these private companies who then go to work at the SEC, which is kind of crazy. Now, let me share this with you. Having a career at the private financial sector is one of the best and most prestigious careers in the world, with benefit packages and opportunities that would leave your typical person salivating at the mouth. I mean, these people make, in bonuses alone, sometimes upwards of 7 figures a year. Why would anyone want to leave any position on that field to work at the SEC, which is just a government agency that is not always adequately funded, and doesn't even come close to comparing with the salary and benefit packages that private institutions offer, and much less prestige. Well, little to no wonder many of these individuals switch jobs, because at the SEC they can get the experience and knowledge of the new ways and regulations that the SEC likes to implement, so that in a 2 or 3 years after they have some experience at the SEC, they can quit and get even better and more attractive offers again from the private companies, with better compensation packages given their new skill set, which these companies are in dire need of at all times, right? Because they need that constant flow of knowledge of the new ways the SEC is evolving, so that they can then themselves prepare and have that knowledge to use it against the SEC itself to circumvent the law. Private financial institutions rely greatly on the ability of their teams to bypass regulatory framework, given that many of the transactions and business implementations are quite literally illegal. Even when caught and made to pay hefty fines, these corporations end up paying sometimes a fraction of the profits that they generated through defrauding sometimes even their own customers, their own clients. And by the way, because of the way the legal framework is, these corporations can actually deduct these fines as business expenses under tax forms. So they can actually write off, like for example, Citadel recently got fined by the SEC $7 million, and sometimes these companies can actually write that $7 million off as a business expense because of the way the framework is. It allows for the parasitic symbiotic relationship between these two to exist when they should not, and everyone with a single brain cell would actually agree. But given the billions of dollars that are donated every year to the right people in Congress in Washington D.C., or the just any sort of regulatory institution, given that it's allowed to manifest and infest the markets in a way that allows the rich people to keep on defrauding your typical normal investor. And obviously that's wrong, but nobody really cares. And I wanted to make this quick little short video to bring awareness to this issue again, even though I don't hold the answers onto how to change this. I think by bringing awareness, I can significantly favor the chance of hopefully influencing you guys to share this information with other people and conversations that you might have, and perhaps that leading to eventually something being done about it. So that's gonna be it for the video. Two things that I wanted to add. One, yeah, I know I've been using my real voice. It's a new change and I wanted to try it out. Believe it or not, I've been wanting to use my voice for years now, but I know so many of you guys got attached to the bot voice that it made it difficult for me to transition. Given this channel's views have pretty much tanked to near zero from where they were a couple of years ago, I decided to present a couple of videos doing the voice work myself. It's a lot easier for me to produce content for you guys, and it's a lot faster, 3 times as fast, and it feels much more personal as well. That is obviously not without its faults, but I do need to work on my voice work. Making content using my voice is very different from what I used to do, and obviously I need to put a lot more effort into improving that, and that's going to be happening. I feel it's already happening. I know my voice doesn't sound the best, it's not the greatest. It's going to be a new change for the channel. I know many of you guys will hate it, and even worse, you guys won't even click on the videos because of it, and I'm willing to take that. I will continue improving the way I make these videos regardless. I'm still going to be using the bot voice every once in a while. That's not a gun thing, but I do want to let you guys know that I'm going to be using my voice in future videos. And the second thing is, I wanted to thank you all I want to thank all the people that actually joined the Discord in my last video. Guys, if you haven't checked out my Discord, check it out. You guys are missing out big time. I know that everyone sports their own little Discord communities these days, and they kind of make it sound like it's this great thing, but they all kind of end up being empty. Nobody's really talking or engaging. The content in there sucks, but I promise you mine is completely different. We have a pretty knit group of talented investors and traders. We talk about long-term investments, talk about GameStop, we talk about AMC, we talk about other safer investments that you might want to have, whether it's you want to incur dividend income investments, or you want to just focus on capital appreciation. We talk about the best ways to diversify your portfolios. We talk about day trading and alert to the best setups in the day for SPY and many others. We trade options, and we also trade penny stocks. Seriously, just give me a chance to introduce you to this group. Come say hi, see for yourself what I'm talking about, see that it's true. Look at the poll, look at the way people are reacting. I just want you to be able to judge it by yourself. So come on and join. It's free for everyone. Hop on in, come say hi, and yeah, that's it. Just thank you for watching the video. Let me know your comments down below, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Peace.